That's right. It's Christmas time. Uh, I'm actually still not sick of the Christmas music. I don't mind the Chris. I think the reason why I don't really mind the Christmas music at this point is because I don't go out very much, and because of that, I'm not having to deal with the Christmas music and stuff that all that often. But of course, people who work like retail jobs, like at Target, Walmart, grocery stores, at this point, I'm sure they are just sick of it. Because you know they have it as the in-store music on repeat. And you can only hear Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer so many times until you just want to murder that stupid reindeer. And I don't blame them. I really don't. If you have to hear the same song, 30, 40 times in one shift, then, you would start, stabbing people with pens too. But anyways, yeah, man, it's Duel Links time. Let's do some Duel Links. I actually wasn't really planning to do a show today, to be real honest with you. I really wasn't. Because I gotta tell you, doing the streams and all that stuff, it started getting a little stressful there, man. And it started getting me sick, and I don't mind doing videos, mostly because videos are much easier to do for me. Because usually a video, depending on what it is, if it's like a box opening, or if it's a product opening, that sort of stuff. I mean, usually I'm only, recording myself or whatever for, 10 to 20 minutes, and that's not really that hard. Whereas a show, you got to keep it going for at least a good 90 minutes, or else people get upset. Because I've done 1 hour shows and people are like, what, that's it? Huh? Just an hour. I'm like, well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing an hour. I mean, heck, you could do a half hour for all I care. I mean, think of it. Television shows, like sitcoms on television, they're only a half hour. I mean, technically they're 22 minutes. But when you add in the commercials, they're only a half hour. And then other shows, again on television, are 42 minutes without commercials and an hour with. But I guess people just got used to, they got a little spoiled by people doing like 5-hour streams. I know you guys have mentioned that to me. They're like, stream for 5 hours. I'm like, dude, man. I don't want to stream for 5 hours. It's a long time, man. This is not a morning show. Maybe if I were getting paid like some of those morning show people, then, maybe I could deal with it. That and the fact that a lot of those morning show people, they're not the only ones. They've got like their partners and other news people that come on and do stuff and all that. So yeah, but just doing like a 5 or 6 hour show by yourself, man, it can, it can get a little stressful, man. But yeah, here's the thing. I saved up, again, we're talking about the tabletop RPG Monster World thing. To be fair, you did stream Fallout 4 once for like 5 hours. That's not that hard, man. I gotta tell you, streaming Fallout 4, I think, okay, here's the thing. We're kind of going away from what I was going to, but okay. Just to address Moni's comment there. Some games are just so much easier to stream than others. They really are. And I think the reason why it's a little harder for me with Duel Links is because Duel Links is much more competitive. I mean, especially when I'm doing ranked duels. I mean, after like seriously, just regular playing the game without streaming or anything like that. After like 4 or 5 ranked duels, I'm done. I want to step away. I want to close the app and go do something else. Whereas if I'm doing ranked duels on the stream, I'm doing like 10, 11, 12, sometimes 15 straight ranked duels. And that can get, it's stressful sometimes. You'll see how sometimes I do really well, and then other times I'm just crap. And it does weigh on you. I mean, like Dre has said it before, where he's had those terrible losing streaks, where he'll lose like 10 in a row, and he's just like, ugh, and he just wants to throw the phone down. I don't blame him. Because it's not, I mean, I understand I'm not going to win every duel. That's the nature of the beast. But when you lose like 10 straight, which you all have seen me do, I think the longest losing streak I've had live was like 9 people. Well, not 9 people, but I guess, well, yeah, technically 9 people because I was playing 9 other people. But yeah, 9 straight losses. I mean, God, that just wears on you. After that, you just want to close the app and go do something else because it's, whatever it is, it's just not working. Just like Duel Links, it's one of those games where it's nice in little spurts here and there, But for extended periods of time, I mean, it's just, man, I don't know how some people do it. I really don't. Let me see. Some games are just meant to be played for like 30 minutes max. After that, it gets boring. Well, it's not necessarily boring. It just, yeah. I don't know, man. Oh, I see what you're saying. The chat's not showing up. Hold on, I can fix that. YT chat. There you go. I had to take all the stuff off of my screen because I was filming another video. So, yeah. Anyways, so it should start showing up here in a minute, and there it is. Okay. But yeah, it's just one of those. It's a higher stress game, and again, it's one of those games that you can, at least for me, I can only do in short bursts. I think that's probably why I spend a good half hour usually at the beginning of the shows just talking and chatting about stuff, because I know what I'm about to get into. You have to mentally prepare yourself to just go and do, like, you know, like this stuff, like the monster roll stuff. That's not too stressful because it's like, yeah, you lose, who cares? But the ranked duels, especially in the streaming world, man, if you don't win your ranked duels at least 70% of the time, people start giving you crap. They really do. They start giving you crap, and it just gets, it's like, come on, man. You know, you can't win all of them. You just can't. Even people who make King of Games, you think they got there winning every single duel? Hell no. Anyways, but like I was going to get into, I purposely saved all my coins. As you can see, look, 10,420. But I haven't played this that much. I played just enough to get through all the levels. So what I want to do is, I think it was Magpie over in our Discord server. He had mentioned that somebody got like 14,000 coins and tracked all the various things that they were getting to see what the outcome was, and they got crap. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. I mean, I think the total gems they got, if I remember correctly, and the post that Magpie put, it's still in Discord. You just got to go look for it a little bit. It's in the general Discord section. But yeah, the person only got like 31 gems, which, I mean, I guess some people would expect more, but at the same time, I look back at the rewards that we got, and the gem rewards for this event actually weren't bad. Like 50, 50, 60, 60, 80, 70, 70, 80. And that's just from going to the different levels. That's not counting the gems that you got from all the boxes. In fact, there was one area where there were 4 treasure chests, and each one of them for me had 50 gems. I think it was standard, though. I think everybody was supposed to get the 50 gems in each of those boxes. So that right there, boom, 200 gems. That's pretty good. That's 4 packs. You know? And as far as, you know, again, I know it's a little old, but going back to the whole I want my gems thing, apparently Konami took that to heart, and they're giving us a lot more gems. It all depends where they come from, though. So what we're going to do today is my 10,420 coins. At least I'm going to track what I get. As far as some of the other stuff, I don't care. I'm just going to track gems. So we're going to spend all those plus my free 10 lottery, because this is the last day. This is the last day that this event's going, if I remember correctly. Today's the 13th, right? Yeah, it ends tonight. So if you have any coins left, I implore you, after the stream, after the show, go spend them. Because if you don't, then you're going to lose them. And they're just going to turn to gold, which for most of us is pretty useless. Anyways, so we're going to take those 10,420 coins and see how many gems we get out of them, along with the free lottery stuff. So let's just do that. Let's see what happens. Let me turn my sound on real quick. See, I'll get a little sound effect here. Now my sound is a little low. Here, I turned my BGM down a little bit. Here, we'll give a little more music. You all seem to like the music. There we go. All right. So Moni is saying that they got 30 gems from 9,000 coins. So that's on average a little better than Magpie's friend got. So let's see. Let's just hop right on in there and see what we got. All right, so here comes the first free 10. Again, based on the numbers that I'm seeing from you guys, I'm expecting to get about 30 gems. If I get anything more than 30 gems, I'll consider it a gift. Here we go. And again, you guys you can track it stuff if you want, guys, but I'm just going to track gems. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, and as far as all the cards go, I got pretty much everything I wanted. I didn't really care about Skilled White, but I got 3 Jins, I got my 3rd Falcos, I got 3 of the Umbra Mirage Elemental Lord guy. Of course, more Gorillas. But yeah, I got all the cards I wanted, so I'm fine. So all of this extra stuff that I get from these coins is all just going to be icing. All right, here we go. First free 10. I don't expect to get any more than 30. Any more than 30 is a bonus. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got 1 fancy card. Oh, look, another Winged Sage Falcos. Not that I need him. But 0 gems there. We're going to try and get through these as quickly as possible. More lightning flashes. We've got some gems here. 1 gem. So far, I've got 1 gem. And a Dark Master's Work. No gems here. Another Winged Sage Falcos. Huh. Okay. And nothing here. That was a complete crap run right there. Well, I got a lot of EX tokens, but haven't played it since you unlocked Tristan. Yeah, that was the big thing for me too. I just wanted to unlock Tristan. Where's the Winged Sage Falcos deck? I'm thinking about doing it now. Oh, look, two gem rewards. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We just got 11 gems. Okay, so we've got 11 there. So we're already at 12. But yeah, back in the day, I wanted to do Winged Sage Falcos, but that was a different meta. You gotta remember that. So I can't do the exact same deck I wanted to do. Nothing there. But we'll see if I can figure something out with Winged Sage. I mean, he's a very useful card. We got gems here. Let's see how many. Another 1 gem. Put that down. Yeah, they can be. Some decks can be very expensive to build. We got gems and a card. Another 1 gem. And... freaking Earthbound Spirit. Oh god. Like, I need any more of you. I need no more Gorillas and no more Earthbound Spirits. Wow, that one was pretty bunk. Lots of Petite Angels. That was really crap. How many Gorillas? Oh, I've been getting rid of the Gorillas as they come. I'm not even holding on to them anymore. Let's see, that was a pretty crap run there too. But overall, I think I've gotten like 40 Gorillas total. I just keep getting rid of them now. Man, I'm getting a ton of EX tokens. That is a lot of EX tokens. Maybe I should have tracked that too. But yeah, so far I've got, let's see, 1... Let me see, that was 12, 13. I've gotten 14 gems so far. Let's see, 2 cards. Let's see what we got here. We got a Zork and another Falcos. I'm not getting the other guy, the newer one, but hey, you know, not like I need any of them. The Skilled White, I guess, would be nice just to have him because I've only got, you know, the 1 copy of him. So I guess if there's any card that I kind of want, it might be that. You have not any prismatics in the event, neither have I. I've gotten a couple of foils, but no prismatics. No more gems there. Man, we're already, what, about 5,000 through? Well, maybe not 5,000, like 4,500 through, and I've only gotten 14 gems. Again, no gems. You got only a single copy of Elemental Lord? You get another copy, I believe. Really? Really, Konami? You're gonna Konami me like that? Well, the E level doesn't really matter so much as just completing all the various areas. I think I got to like 21, 22 as far as the E level goes. Let me see. I can go look right now. Yeah, 21. So you don't have to max it, and that's because I've actually done the infinite area a few times. All right, let's go back to lottery. Come on, don't DC me anymore here. So many EX tokens. Still at 14 gems. It looks like I'm falling right in line with Moni and Magpie's friend. 1 gem, so now we're at 15. Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna end up with about 30 gems, just like you guys. And more no gems. Man, there's so much junk in this event. Doing all this at one time, you realize how much of this stuff is junk. You really do. And let's freaking Earthbound Spirit. The keys I actually don't mind. Because I for a while there I was a little low on keys because I went kind of nuts the last time the experience event was around and I just burned through almost all my keys. So keys I'm okay with. Another Zord. Oh, there we go. Skilled White. That's good. Now I have 2, so really just 1 more of that guy and yeah. 1,207 EX jewels. I haven't even counted all of mine yet. I don't have that. I don't have nearly that many. I think I'll end up with like 500. Maybe more. Maybe a little more. More EX tokens there. Still, we're still at 15 gems. Yeah, the other experience event. I've been pushing Tristan, but obviously I'd like to get him to like level 30 plus. I want to get him through all those extra gems. Man, I am getting so much junk now. That was terrible. Look at this. This is horrible. Ew. That's dirty, man. Konami doing me dirty there. Come on, Konami. Hook me up here, man. And the gem. Oh, there we go. 25 EX tokens. That's alright. And more keys. The gold, I don't care about the gold. Just give me keys. Keys and gems is pretty much all I need. Your Tristan's already at 38. Mine's at like 24. Okay, we got gems, and oh, we got 5 gems. So now we're at a total of 20 gems. And hey, what do you know? Another Wing Sage. Look, it has 7 of these suckers now. Man, I remember the last time this event was around, I was just dying for these. And now they're just handing them out like candy. Well, I mean, that's normal, though. The second time around when the event comes, we know that they usually give the cards out a little easier. You're back to 8,000 gold. I'm like at 2.3 million. Because they haven't added any new cards. I'm surprised they haven't added new cards yet. They usually do it about mid-month or so, like a little bit before mid-month. Haven't done it this time. Oh, man. This one was pretty bad, too. The only useful thing is the 10 key. You only have 4 tokens. So, we are still at 20 gems. Come on, man. Drop some gems. Oh, hold on. We got 1 whole gem coming. 21. Okay, mark it down. Besides the 1 gem, all that's crap now. Alright. At this point, we just want the Skilled White. Skilled White and gems. Oh, we got gems, more EX tokens. 1 more gem. So 22. I gotta look. Okay, so 10 gems is the highest reward. And I did get that once. So I guess that's not so bad. Getting it only once. Alright. Well, about 3,000 coins. Yeah, that's what everybody else is saying, Emmanuel, is they're only getting about 30 gems. Moni got 30, Magpie's friend got 30. Oh, look at that. There we go. Got another one of those guys. Now it's 4 of those. No gems again, though, but 16 tokens. Yeah, I may end up with less than what you guys had. Yeah, well, that's 24 gems now. But yeah, I think I'm going to hit the average here. People don't want any gems. Apparently we want a bunch of crap normal cards that we have, you know, dozens of already. More gems and another special card. Another one of these. 5 of these now. And 5 more gems. I am now at 29. $20,000 tokens and never got the elemental guy? Ooh, that's rough, man. Let's see, 11 tokens. Yeah, that was pretty crap. Alright, we're getting toward the end here. Man, another bad one. 10 EX tokens. Still no. I think I'm done with gems, man. Oh, but look at that. Look at that. We got 31 EX tokens. So they're gifting me with EX tokens here at this point, even though, well, I guess I could go get that third skilled white if I don't get it here. Gives me something to do with those tokens. Again! Yeah, I think I might be done with gems, guys. I'm not getting any more. Come on, let me hit 30. Ugh! Not even 30. Let me see, 20, 30, 36 tokens again. Lots of tokens, man. Alright, home stretch. This is it. Still no gems. But hey, it's our old buddy Berserk Gorilla. Well, this is it. 220 coins. Can I get that elusive one gem so that I'll be on par with you guys? Let's see. I don't think I get it. I don't think I... Oh, wait! Oh my god, I got it! 2 gems! Look at that! 31! And then the rest is junk. Wow, that is actually... I have to say this, though. Is that, based on the numbers... Now, I did open slightly fewer than Magpie's Friend. Like I said, Magpie's Friend opened something like 14,000 coins worth. And I was, what, right around like 10,800, something like that? 10,420 plus the 10 free for the day. So to end up with 31 gems, and I'm seeing the numbers that Moni is posting, that actually, I mean, it's only a sample size of 3. I get that, but it's only 3 individuals, but it seems fairly consistent, actually. I mean, 31 for me, 31 for Magpie's Friend, 30 for Moni. That's pretty consistent. Even Emmanuel says he got 30 for 30 gems. That is pretty darn consistent, man. Now, of course, that's not for the entire event. That's for just the coins that I managed to accumulate today. That's not including all the other days where I got the free 10. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, during the free 10 ones that I did for the previous days, I think I got probably like 10, 15 gems from those. But yeah, 30, that's, at least it's consistent, at the very least. So, yeah, I guess at this point, let's go look at how many EX tokens I got. Oh, he's in here. Hi, Chloe. Alright, so we got 867 of these things, which is actually not bad. Okay, so let me grab the skilled white, so then I'll have 3 copies. I don't think I'll be using him anytime soon, but you never know. You never know. So there we go, we got that. I'm good on all the other cards. Yeah, I need none of the... There you go. There you go, that's a picture of me. Give me food! Yeah, that's pretty normal. Okay, and the rest I can spend on these thingies. The results booster, I like getting these. And I spend these only during special events, like when the Jack Atlas event first just came out a couple weeks ago. I used almost all of my booster results. I had like 29 booster result crystals, and I used almost all of them. So I do use these, and I'll use them for the next specialized event. Oh, that's right, we're getting the Dino guy too. So if you have any EX tokens left, go get a bunch of these, because we got the Dino guy coming, so you can get a bunch of his cards. Experience boosters, okay, I only use them occasionally. These other ones, I only use them simply because they're there, but as you can see, I don't use them very often. I have 30 of these and 26 of these. But, I mean, it's kind of like, well, I mean, do they offer keys? No, they don't offer keys. If they offer keys, I would trade all these in for keys. So I guess I'll get these. I mean, what else am I going to get? They max out at 50? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm getting kind of close on these, and then I'm at 35. I'm going to be at 35 here. Okay, and after all those purchases, I still have 567 left. And I don't need any more of these. I mean, what do I buy? I mean, these tokens eventually go away, as it is. I wish they carried over from one event to the other, but, you know. But yeah, I guess, I mean, I could change these into ultra rare tokens, and then Jin Demolisher Rituals. Such a great card, such a great card. I mean, what do I spend these on? I have nothing else. I guess just gold. I don't need gold. Look at my gold, 2.3 million gold. So I'm good there. Turner says, so I'm thinking about trying to play Magic the Gathering Arena. I have that game installed. I was a beta tester, as you all know. I mean, if I understand, the download and everything's free, so you can just try it. And then, you know, every time you win, or every time you do like a special thing, you get a booster pack or something like that. And then, of course, you can go and buy booster packs, additional booster packs for real money. I don't know, man. Turner, this is the big thing I don't know about Magic the Gathering Arena. This is not nearly Wizards of the Coast's first foray into the whole digital currency online Magic playing experience. There is another game out there called Magic Online 2014. That game is now dead. There was another, I forget exactly what it was called, but there was yet another online Magic the Gathering game, and that one is definitely dead. I can't even remember the name of it. And now we have Magic the Gathering Arena. That worries me. It really does, because I mean, I get that they're trying to make a game where the experience is really good, and I can appreciate that. And Arena it's okay. It's not a bad game. It looks, I mean, I saw the old beta version and it looked terrible in the beta. But I've recently seen the new polished version and it looks much better. It really does. I don't know though, man. I guess this kind of goes with any game that you play, especially online games, because if you spend the money, just like in Duel Links, I mean, if you spend money on booster packs, you might as well just be kissing that money goodbye. There is no investment potential in it. Whereas with, you know, I mean, you don't see it so much in Yu-Gi-Oh, but in Magic the Gathering, a lot of players, like the old school players like myself, who have the actual tangible paper cards, not only do we look at it as something to be enjoyed, we also look at it as possibly an investment. And you just don't get that with Magic the Gathering Arena. There's been talk about them making something like that, to where you can, you know, trade the cards that you get with other players, or you can possibly even sell the cards. I just don't know exactly how that may work, man. I mean, it seems... I just don't know if that market's going to hold up. So, I mean, here's the deal. If you're going in there trying to make money, don't. If you go in there just looking to play the game, it's okay. It's not bad. I'm not really crazy about the card selection right now, but it's not a bad game by any means. So yeah, I mean, you can give it a try. But yeah, I hope that answers your question as far as what I think. Yeah, it's an okay game, but the only thing I don't like about Magic the Gathering Arena, I don't know what it is, but like after like 2 matches, I have to close the game. I think that kind of goes hand in hand with how I feel about Duel Links. Like how I was saying earlier, I can play like 5 ranked duels and then I just gotta step away for a little bit. Same thing with Magic the Gathering Arena. Some of them, it just, I don't know. I can't do it. But the weird thing is that whereas when it comes to card games, I have to step away after a bit. Games like Rocket League that are still competitive, but yeah, those games I can play a long time. I can sit there and play Rocket League for 2 hours straight and be completely content with that. Let's see, D. Turner says, I guess I'm just looking for something else to play, whether it be another TCG or one of the games I have in my collection, so I don't burn out on Duel Links. It's a good idea. I would suggest not, I mean, if you're just looking for an alternative so you don't burn out on a card game, this is just my opinion, but it may not be the best idea to go and play yet another card game. I don't know. Up to you. Whenever I step away, or when I want to step away from Duel Links, I go play World of Warcraft. And I have a great time in World of Warcraft. Because sometimes all I want to do is just go around collecting things. and skinning dragons and stuff like that. And Moni says, you could buy some cards and exchange them at the card trader. Oh, in terms of, like, I do have RPG games. Play an RPG game. Go play Fallout 4. Go play World of Warcraft. Go play Witcher 3. Sometimes you just want to step away from the card games. Ugh. Alright, so Moni says that I should buy these and then just exchange them. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, that's really all I can do. Because obviously I've bought all the crystals. And at this point, I don't really need super rare tokens. I guess I'll just... let me just... I mean, just so I can spend them here. We'll just... have an old copy of the thing. It's play Smash Brothers Ultimate. You know, the weird thing is, this Sunday, which, come on, Konami! Anyways, this Sunday, I'm not going to have a show. I mean, I haven't had shows lately because I've not been doing well. But especially this Saturday, I hopefully will have a show. But Sunday, I'm definitely not, because I think I mentioned this on another show, is my mother's coming into town. And I think I also mentioned that she wants to get me my Christmas gift. Which I don't think she... I mean... At this point in my life, it's like, well, I even tell my mom, it's like, you know, you don't have to get me anything. It's you know, I'm an adult now. I've been an adult for a while. But, you know, she's your mom, and she's gonna, if she wants to buy you something, she's gonna buy you something. And, so I was thinking about what I wanted. And, I actually did consider a Switch, because I know she would buy it for me if I asked. Like, if I asked her to get me a Switch and a couple of Switch games, I know she'd do it. But at the same time, I mean, I just think about it, and I'm like, do I think I'll really get a lot of use out of the Switch? I mean, I imagine that I might. It may, of course, give me more stuff to stream if I decide to stream those games, but at the same time, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, I've invested so much money and time into these games. It's like, you know, what more? I actually could use some rare tokens. What more do I want from that? You know, because somebody else was telling me the other day, you know, they're like, hey, you know, you can get a PlayStation 3 for like $25 now, which is a really good deal. It really is. If you only ever use it as a Blu-ray player, that in itself is fine. But because it's PlayStation 3, you get to log on to the PlayStation Network. So you can buy, you know, all the various digital copies of games there. And plus, you can go pretty much anywhere and find really inexpensive PlayStation 3 games. Like, I don't buy from GameStop, but like, I think it was a few days ago when I told you I went out, like last week. I went into the mall and I saw GameStop, and so of course I had to go take a look around. There are PlayStation 3 games in there for like $3. And of course, I mean, they're not the top of the line games, but I mean, if you can get like 5 or 6 PlayStation games for like $3 or $4 each, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, they're gonna look dated and all that stuff, but I mean, if you're just looking for a little something different to do and you've never owned a PlayStation 3, seems like a decent idea. I'm considering it. But anyways, like I was saying, going back to that, like I said, if I wanted the Switch and I asked for the Switch, she would get me the Switch. That's just how my mom is. But at the same time, I think, do I really want to ask her to drop $400 or $500 on a Switch on something that I honestly don't know if I'll even really use it that much? I really don't know. I was actually thinking, and again, I guess we can use this as a segue into talking about Christmas gifts. I was actually thinking about asking for a drawing tablet. And I'm not talking like, you know, I'm not talking like a pad and paper. I'm talking about a digital drawing tablet, not a cheap one either, like a nice one. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know, a lot of those you can plug into your computer so that you can project the screen while you still draw on a screen on that tablet. And I thought to myself, you know, maybe I can do that, and maybe I can stream that if I felt like it, or I could just sit in bed and draw stuff. So I was thinking about that because I've seen a couple of them because I actually have one. I've never used it online, but I have a tablet. It's an old Wacom drawing pad. It cost me like $70. It's nothing fancy. It doesn't have a screen or anything, and that's kind of its, you know, downside is I'm very used to seeing the line appearing where I'm putting my pen, and since there's no screen there, you have to kind of, you know, draw on the pad while looking at your computer monitor. It's a little weird. You can get used to it, but it's not the same. But yeah, I was thinking about asking for something like that because there are some really nice ones out there for like $300 or $400 that I absolutely know I would use those all the time. Like the Switch, I may use that occasionally, but I know for a fact I would use the drawing tablet. I know I would. I just don't know, man. I really don't know. It's either that or a vacuum cleaner. I can't stream with the vacuum cleaner, though. Let's see. Over on Twitch, what is the Elite Cyan Dueler? Oh, okay. I had to take a minute to see that because there's no spaces there. Turner's like, get some more relax. I don't even like my own videos, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I go back and I like my own videos. But yeah, man, that's the thing with Christmas. I really don't know. And at the same time, I'm not going to ask. I mean, because again, my mother's one of those very nice, very sweet women where if I ask her to spend $1,000 on me, she'll do it. She won't even think twice about it. She'll just do it. But I don't like taking advantage of my mother like that. I really don't. So, yeah, I don't know. Ask Mom for... Hey, dude, I'm telling you, Turner, at my age, a vacuum is amazing. And I need one. Mine is not working. It's not. I mean, it still kind of works, but it's struggling. You know? I even cleaned the heck out of it. I cleaned it out and got all the old dust and stuff out, took it outside and just dusted the heck out of it. Still not working that well, man. That's why I'm seriously, if I get like a $200 vacuum cleaner, I'd be like, yes! But I sincerely doubt that anybody's going to be lining up to watch me, you know, to watch a stream of me vacuuming my apartment. You and your uncle were discussing buying a new vacuum? Dude. Some of them are so nice. Let's see. Benia says, I buy myself a notebook with special paper for my drawings. In fact, if you guys don't mind, if you will humor me for a moment, let me see if I can find... Let me see, drawing tablet. I'm going to go to Amazon. And there was one that I really, really liked. But it's a little pricey. Let me see if I can find it. I believe it's by Wacom. Wacom's one of those trusted... if you're not familiar with actual drawing stuff, like drawing tablets and stuff like that, this is stuff for artists, you know? Like if you're really into drawing and that sort of stuff. Wacom is one of the more trusted brands out there, but there are a few others. Let me see if I can find... I don't know if... No, I don't trust that one. This one looks interesting. Where'd it go? Here it is. Well, it does say, and chatting, Mr. Trax. That's why I put that in there now. So people, when they come on here, they're like, there's no Duel Links here. Oh, this must be the chatting part. Turner, I can pull off a sexy dress. I'm sure you can, bro. Especially with that massive facial hair you got going. Okay, here we go. Here, I'll pull this up. Let me swap out my screen real quick if I can. Take all that out. Hold on, gotta get rid of that. Okay. Ah! This is the one I was talking about. I mean, this is very much a representation of what it looks like. But look at this sucker. again, it's not cheap. It's $360. That's not cheap. There are even more expensive ones out there though, but I don't, it's one of those situations where I don't want to press my luck. It's like, just be happy with what you get. But $360, this one's really nice. It comes with a glove, it comes with a pod. It's full HD resolution, which is nice, and it's 60 by 9. Yeah, it's really, really nice. You've got a bunch of shortcut keys and all kinds of stuff you can. I love. I love this so much, because so often a lot of these pads you just have to put them flat on a table, and sometimes I don't like drawing like that. Sometimes I want to have it elevated a little bit. And then we've got the rechargeable pen, which is nice. But yeah, look at this sucker. I mean, I know this is just a mock-up, but this kind of gives you an idea. Because see, you can draw on the pad itself, but then you can have it automatically go to your computer. And so if I actually really wanted to, I could stream myself drawing. And there's like a whole other audience for that. There's a whole other audience of people who just like watching other people create stuff like this. It's been a while since I've drawn, like seriously drawn, but it's always been something I enjoy, man. It's like reading, but most people don't want to watch a stream of me reading a book. But yeah, it's pretty nice, man. But yeah, $360. It's a lot of money. So here's another one that's even nicer. This one's $500. I mean, now we're getting way up there as far as price. There's even more expensive. There's one that I saw for like $1,400, but it's like for hardcore professionals. Let me see, are you that good? I'm not great, it's just something I like to do. And it sucks too, because I actually was pretty good artist when I was in school. But then when I was 18 and I was a tennis player, I not super severely hurt my wrist, but I hurt it enough to where it messed with my art. That's why I kind of stopped doing it. Like, I still occasionally do it for fun, but yeah, after hurting my wrist from tennis, it just, just wasn't the same. Let me see if I can find that 1,000. There's one, like I said, there's someone here for like $1,000. Well, this one's $802. And it's 500. Yeah, as you can see, some of these are fairly inexpensive. Like, if you're just like entry level, you can get something like this. Although I wouldn't really trust that one. If you're gonna get something cheap, I'd go with like this. Slim draw. But yeah, this one's actually not. This is basically the updated version of the one I have. It's only $70. Nothing super fancy, but it's pretty nice, considering it's only $70. But yeah, I like it. It looks okay. I mean, if you're just starting out, it's not bad at all. The new Bob Ross. Gonna paint some pretty little clouds over here. Oh yeah, that's nice. But yeah, I mean, this is one of those things where it's like, well, there are, like, as far as me spending money on this, I probably never would, simply because, I mean, I've been real honest with you guys. I've put so much money into things like cameras and microphones and monitors and stuff for all this streaming. Unfortunately, it hasn't really paid off that much, but I keep doing it. But stuff like this, yeah, I don't see myself really spending my own money on this. But some of this stuff is really nice, though, man. I kind of wanted to get a tablet / drawing pad, sort of like this, but some of them don't work out. Some of them don't have the touch sensitivity needed to really make a very pristine-looking drawing. Come on, I know there's some ultra expensive ones here. I'll go to list by price by high. Here we go. So y'all can see some of the ridiculously expensive ones. Oh wow, they don't have any of the ones for it. Maybe they're having sales. I don't know. But I remember seeing one on here that was like $1,200, $1,400. It was really expensive. They come with the Bob offer. I'd have to invest in the Bob Ross afro. I wouldn't even know where to. I wouldn't even know where to go with it. Hold on, where's my? There we go. I'll go back over here now. Oh, we're gonna add the chat back. There we are. Let's see, am I forgetting anything? No, we're good. Okay. So, enough about me talking about drawing pads. Man, but hey, Dre, didn't see you earlier, man. We were doing, just in case you weren't watching, we were doing the Monster World event thing, and we were trying to see how many gems I would get from the lottery stuff. I got a whole 31 gems. Oh, I can grow hair. I just don't like it. I really just don't like it. And that's strange, too, because no more than 5 years ago, I had a massive head of hair. Richard's not a chia pet. I would hope not. If I was a chia pet, I'm growing hair in all the wrong places. Even recently, I wouldn't say I tried growing a beard. I did grow a beard because I can grow a beard. And it actually got a little long. You all hadn't seen it because I hadn't been doing shows or using the camera. But man, dude, after 2 weeks, dude, holy Christ, that thing got itchy, and I just had to shave it all off. In fact, in the video y'all are going to see tomorrow, you'll notice that I shaved. And you'll be like, holy crap, he looks... What in the world is that? Yeah, I shaved. But yeah, I shaved because it's so annoying. You know, it just gets itchy. I can't stand it. Seriously, I don't know how men that keep beards for extended periods of time, like months at a time, I really don't know how they do it. The only thing I can guess is they just simply don't have the same skin textures and all that stuff, and so it doesn't bother them. Alright. Let's see. Let me go over to Tristan. I think my Tristan, like I said, is level 24. Oh, I guess I pushed him to 25. So he's level 25.
It's your hero, Tristan Taylor.
Oh, that's right. He just barely got to 25. So we got 150 gems coming up. But I'm hearing a lot about people who are apparently running into a lot of Tristans in ranked duels. Have you all run into any Tristans in ranked duels? Because I've actually, again, I've not done any ranked duels. I can do one right now if y'all want.
Am I confident in my dueling? Not at all.
Okay. But, yeah, I mean, are people running into Tristans a lot? What's the deal with Tristan? Which ability are they using? Because I've already got the 2 that he gets just from leveling. Because it's only 2, right? Yeah, 1. Oh, right, he has 3. Yeah, I've got the 3 abilities from that. Field of Warriors, so far for me, is the only one that's really worth using. I guess the other ones can be picked up, like Super Strength. But I don't know. Which ones are you all seeing? Tristan memes are real. The ones I've run into are 6 Sams. So people are running 6 Sams. Are they running Field of Warriors? What are they running? Or are they running Super Strength? Because that's actually not a bad ability. It's not. I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. Spellbook Tristan. Everybody's farming Super Strength. Just for the memes. My voice gives me Super Strength. Yeah, I mean, the only ones I guess would be Super Strength for the memes. Reinforcements. I guess, well, Grit's not that great anymore. Yeah, I can't really think of any others that would really be too useful for him. Tristan should have got Mind Scan. That's right. Why are they running Spellbooks? What ability are they running with Spellbooks? Is it Super Strength? Because I know there's the little blue guy. And I guess, you know, if you bring the little blue guy out and pump him up to 2,000, that's useful. Reinforcement, Noble Knights. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I could try to get reinforcements. A lot of people have reinforcements, though. And I'm fairly certain I already have it on somebody else.
You will see that my strategies have no...
Very well. Let us begin.
Tristan should get auto wins again. No. Here, I'll go do a quick rank duel. Even though this wasn't... I mean, it's Thursday, right? I guess, yeah, I mean, for tradition, I guess I could do a rank duel. 5,000 life point plant deck. I don't know what that is. Or after this, how about this? We'll go and we'll check and see with all the new cards that have come out what deck I could get together. Because I got the 2 junk synchrons that I wanted. So now it's a question of what deck do I want to just kind of copy and paste them into. Because you can do that with junk synchron. You can just kind of throw him into any deck and suddenly you're synchros. You know, you've got synchros going.
Duel.
Well, that's an interesting start. Yeah, that's a given. Junk Synchron is probably one of the best tuners out there right now. Delta Flyer's pretty good too. In fact, I stuck Delta Flyer in the deck I'm running on Tristan. That thing is freaking handy, man. It's amazingly handy. Oh my gosh, look at that. I have an idea. Let me see. What's he doing? Skull Invitation. Here, let's do this. Let's set that. I'll wait. And let me see what he does next turn. My turn, huh? Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, okay, you really don't want me to attack that. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, I think he's going for Shadow Game Burn. So he really wants me to get another monster out there, because I'm pretty sure he's running golems. Ooh. Oh! Do I want to do that? Let me put that down. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to take 300 here, though. Come on, end your turn. Oh, no, he's going again. Okay. Oh, now the question is... Oh, man. Darn. That's why he didn't want me to attack into his Cypher Soldier. So that's going to get pumped up by 2,000, huh? Let's Sphere Kariba that sucker. Okay, I should have the win here now. Now the question is, he maybe has a Sphere Kuriboh too, so I'm tempted. Because I could ram my Swordsman into this, but he knows I'm going to do that. So I'm guessing he's got a Sphere Kuriboh. So I kind of want to give him the Golem, just in case he does manage to Sphere. So let's be safe and let's do that, so I can get rid of his 2 monsters. Because even if I give the Golem the 2 shields, then I can still... Yeah, okay, let's try this. Let's see if he Kuribohs. Oh, damage step now. That's all I really need to give him. Bam. There we go. That's probably the best way to go about it. Because even if he's Sphere Kuriboh'd, then at worst, he would have been stuck with a Golem. Yeah, Spike Shield. Give him. I wanted to just smash him in the face a little bit and give him the second Spike Shield, but I was like, no, let's play it safe, just in case. Just in case. Yeah, I mean that was a good win, but I mean, it's not like I'd been doing. Oh, I didn't even realize my Kuriboh was already ready. Oh, and then I got 10 gems too. Forgot about that too. Well, I guess we're gonna get our Kuriboh. That's right, he's a Kuriboh. Not a Kuriboh, a Kuriboh. Ah, go back already. But yeah, I had some losses, wins, losses going for a while. Look at that. Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win. It was, yeah, it is... I was treading water badly. It was ugly. Let's Spike Shield is only a rare in Rampage? Yes. Yes. If you're asking where to get it. I think it's Rampage of the Forest, is it? Alright, let's get our Kariber, because he's done. So another question is, what card do I want to get? Let's see, where is it? Oh, it hasn't even given it to me. It sent it to me in the mail. It didn't just reward it. I really don't know what card to get. Because unfortunately, I mean, it's nice to get the ticket, but there really aren't a ton of cards in there that are useful to me right now. So, I don't know, guys. What do you all think? Are you familiar? If you're familiar with the cards you get from the Karibo, I really don't know what to get. Junk Berserker? Or do you mean Junk Berserker? I have a Junk Berserker. In fact, I've got 3 if I'm not mistaken. You know, I got the other Union attack thinking that I might actually put it to use, and that was 2 months ago. Not even looked at it. Not even looked at it since then. So that'd be useless for me right now. I mean, again, some of these cards just... I mean, some of them are good cards, but I don't know, man. I just don't really have any use for them. Thorn of Malice? That seems okay. Well, that's for Black Rose Dragon. Never mind. I don't even have a Toon World. No Toon Worlds. Not that I'm going to be playing Toons anytime soon. But yeah, I got that unit attack last time and I just don't use it. I simply do not use it. So that's Arcfiend. Toy Magician, that's a Christmas card. Skullmark Ladybug. Because at this point, because last time I used the ticket, I got just a stupid card. It was so stupid I don't even remember what I got. I almost got this, but then I saw how ridiculous it was to get out. So I was like, nah, never mind. So I really don't know what to get, man. I'm at a loss. Peking Goblin. Morphtronic Map. I have 4 of these already. Why do I want to get more? Yeah, both Blescobar and Cheyenne are like, yeah, Junk Berserker. No, I've already got 4 of them. And I'm not going to get it just because it's pretty. Gravekeeper's Chief. Oh, Necro Valley, where art thou? Ghost Tricks. Forbidden Graveyards. MS the Infinity. Each time this card destroys an opponent's monster inside the grid, they attack by 700 points. That's insane. I really think that's a better card, but the only thing about this card is there's no easy way to get it to the field other than tributing. If it were, I mean, if it had support like Blue Eyes, where it was really easy to get Blue Eyes to the field, if it had support like that, man, that card would be insane. Tribute Doll. Have no use for Tribute Doll. Cyber Repair Plant. Maybe I've gotten to the point where it's like, well, you know, there are no cards that are really going to be great for me. If you control level 7 or higher normal monster, when a monster would be summoned or a special card is activated to gauge the summon activity. That's actually not bad, but I simply don't run a lot of decks that support it. Wow, that sucks. I just don't really have anything I can put to work with these cards. It stinks. There we go, we'll get the Battle Ox. Seriously, man, let's get Battle Ox. If if there was an enraged battle ox in here, oh, I would totally get that. I would totally get enraged battle. Even though I've already got 3, I would get it. Yeah. Thank you for the suggestions, though, guys. I just, you know, like I said, I just simply don't have a lot of options at this point. A second willpower. I don't think I used the first willpower. Like, some of these cards where you see that I've already got like 3 or 4 copies, there are reasons why I have 3 or 4 copies already. Because I went and I purposely tried to farm these cards off of the people that dropped them. Other cards where I have 0 or 1, I really don't care. Like this card comes from Mako. I don't even care about this card. That's why I don't care that I have 0. Gilgarth, not a terrible card, but again, I don't really care about it. Grass Chopper. He's a Gemini. I really don't know, man. If there was a Karibo in here, I'd take a Karibo. Oh, I've only got 1 Rainbow Dragon. I could build a Rainbow Dragon deck. Maybe Rainbow Dragon. Maybe we'll pull a Dark Tracks and do some Rainbow Dragon action. That doesn't sound right. Somebody was saying willpower. You mean Amazoness willpower? Nah. I've only ever used 1 willpower anyway. Even when I ran Amazons as a main deck, only ever used 1. Let's go with the Rainbow Dragon. It'll hopefully... I already have 4 relinquished. So yeah, it makes no sense to get another one. I'm going to go with Rainbow Dragon. Simply because if I decide I do want to... Because I have all the Dark Crystal monsters I need, I think. Let me see. The only thing... Let me see. If I got rare values... I've got a Rainbow Life. Not that that's really necessary, but... Yeah, I've got all the cards. The only thing is I only have 1 Rainbow Dragon. Revival Rose. Let's see. If a level 5 or higher plant-type monster you control is destroyed, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. The only plant deck that I really run was the old Sylvan deck, and I don't really run it. Well, no. Hold on. Arrow Mage. Yeah, Arrow Mage is... but the only thing is I don't like running anything else besides those Arrow Mage cards in there. Those are plants. Because the only other one I run besides all the basic Arrow Mage cards is the Carrot. I think I am going to go with Rainbow Dragon. He seems a bit more fun anyway. Is it a he? Is Rainbow Dragon a he? He reminds me of Ancient Fairy Dragon. Maybe they're related. You think they're related? Okay. Before I change my mind, we're going to get it. Alright, that's not bad. And let's see. Let's go get our 1 pack of cards, because I'm still working on that stupid box. Oh, speaking of which... I know people have suspected this for a long time, but I'm telling you right now, the boxes... And here's the thing, and this is why this is a big deal. You've heard this before, and I'm going to say it here, and I'm going to explain to you why this is a big deal, and why you shouldn't just be like, eh. The boxes are rigged. Okay? Again, many of you have probably already just figured, Konami, that's them being Konami. The boxes are rigged. And here is why that is a major problem. Because this kind of goes hand in hand a little bit with the whole loot box thing. How, you know, when you buy, you know, you can, you know, get money and purchase loot boxes in the various games. And you don't get a particular item, you get a chance to get that particular item. Here's the problem with it here in Duel Links. Every single box that I have worked my way through entirely, every single one, all of them, the very last pack has always had an ultra or a super rare. The very last, it's never been, oh, well, I've got 5 or 6 packs left and I have no ultras or super rares to go through, so fine, you know, just reset. I've never, ever, since I've started playing this game, ever completed a box where the last pack was not a super or ultra rare. That in itself says that Konami is basically setting the boxes or setting you up for failure as far as being able to get certain cards within a timely manner. And this is what I mean. If you know for a fact that the very last pack in a box is always going to be an ultra rare or super rare, that means they're taking the RNG out of the equation. And that is unfair. That is very unfair. And because, I mean, you've seen, they do go spread the, well, I mean, okay, here's the thing. When you set up something like a booster pack opening, like if I go and I buy a box of booster packs in real life, I know I'm not guaranteed a particular card. I know that. I get that. I understand that. Okay. But as far as the numbers go and the rarities involved and the overall chances of getting even a super or an ultra or a secret rare, you know those numbers. You're aware of that. Okay. And you know, or if, again, for instance, if I go to a store and they just open a fresh new box of 24 packs, however unlikely, it is quite possible that I can buy 7 packs and get 7 foil cards. Just like that. And I'm talking the old school packs. I'm talking the packs where you get the regular, 8 commons, and then you get the one rare, super rare, ultra rare, or secret rare. There is a chance that can happen. Okay. If you take that same logic and apply it to the boxes in Duel Links, and say, for instance, again, like this box has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 quote-unquote, I guess the high-end cards, because they do rarities and stuff a little bit differently here, but there are 13 cards that most people will probably want. So, technically, if you're being fair with the RNG, again, insanely unlikely that this would ever happen, but if you were being 100% fair with your RNG and the way it was set up, there is, however impossible or seemingly impossible it would be, where you could buy exactly 13 packs from a fresh box of Secret of the Ancients and get all 13 of those cards and boom, be done with it just like that. That chance should be there. But because of the way that Konami sets the box up, because they purposely program it to where the very last pack in a box is always going to have a super or ultra rare, you will never have that chance of possibly getting all of those cards within the first handful of packs that you purchase. And that is unfair. It tilts the favor or the numbers, the odds, in favor of Konami. And when you do that, it kind of harkens back to an old gambling saying of the house always wins. In this case, if you can say that, and you can prove that they're kind of making it a gamble in this sense. Not only is it a gamble, but it's a gamble that you're probably not going to win. In fact, based on how they do it, you are definitely not going to win. So, it feels very unfair. Because again, I wanted a copy of every single one of these cards. Of all the foils. Or I guess technically, the super rares and ultra rares again. You hear me say foil occasionally. You know I'm old school. I was in the TCG. We just referred to them as foil cards. But again, if I want every single super and ultra rare from this box at least once, I know, because of how they have it set up, that I'm going to have to buy the whole box. There's absolutely no chance that I buy only 50 packs and still get all the ultras and super rares. That feels completely unfair to me. Now, as far as how that falls within the realm of gambling and setting the odds against the buyer or the player, however you may put it, I don't know. Some people might say that's a gray area. I don't think it is. I really don't. Because what this is saying is The only way, in some cases, to get the one card that you really, really want basically means you're going to have to spend thousands of gems or a whole crap load of money to get that one copy of that card. Because I can tell you right now, if, say for example, if I only wanted Ancient Fairy Dragon, and I didn't have also Nightmare and Power still in the box, and there were 27 packs, I know for a fact that if I bought 26 packs, I'm not going to get the Ancient Fairy Dragon. Hold on, Eric. Hold on, Eric. Again, I'm basing this on my experience, okay? Now, if there are people out there that say that the very last pack or two have not contained a super and ultra rare, saying that they've already gotten that, you know, like if they were able to get all the cards out, then great. If I'm wrong about that, I'm happy. The fact is that, like I said, from my experience and from what a lot of other people have told me, is that I've never, in my experience, ever seen a time where I have gotten through the entire box, gotten all the ultras and super rares, and still had packs left. I have never seen that myself. Okay, Eric, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying here. Okay. Yes, I understand that there are clusters like that. There can be clusters of luck. I get it, okay? I understand that. Believe me, I've done the same thing where I've bought 10 packs and gotten zilch, but then I've bought 10 more packs, and just like that, I've gotten 3 or 4 super ultra rares. I get that. The thing is, though, it makes me think, because, you know, they don't reveal the odds. You kind of have to work the odds out on your own. But the thing is that if in fact that is true for the most part, where the final pack in a box is almost always going to be a super or ultra rare, and they program it that way, that in itself is unfair. Now again, think of it this way. I can use this box as an example. I've got 27 packs to go. There are a couple of other boxes in which I have only, 10, 15 packs to go. I can finish those boxes off, and again, I can see, am I wrong? If I am, great. If I'm not, it's only going to further the argument. Because again, I've seen way too many times where the very last pack is a super or ultra rare, and that makes things a bit unfair. And look, I'm going to get a super or ultra rare now. I'm kidding. I'm not getting anything. I knew I wasn't going to get anything. But look, I got a reindeer. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's just one of those interesting things. It's because, and the reason I kind of bring it up is because there's been a big hoorah the last several months, or actually the past year or so now, about loot boxes. And you have to figure, okay, because it's the same thing with these booster packs. If I spend $30 to get 30 booster packs, or in this case, I'm going to get an extra 300 gems. So in fact, you're basically getting 36 packs for $30. There's no guarantee that you're going to get anything useful. So is that a gamble? Would someone say it's a gamble? I think it is. You'll get something, but will it be what you want? Probably not. So again, it kind of lends to the idea of, okay, well, if I want this card, should I have to go and take my chance and buy 36 booster packs to hopefully get that card? Or would I rather just have this card in a store that says, hey, pay $5 and get this card? Which would I rather do? Because I can tell you right now, if I really, okay, Anki is a great example. Where is he? Come here. I think you all know, you all have given me crap for it too, but you all know that I have needed that final Anki. This is from the reset box. You all know I have needed my third Anki for a long time now. Okay, so the question would remain, at this juncture, given that there's only one copy in here, and I would have to buy it, probably at least half the box to get them, the question would be, would I rather go and spend, say, even $10 to be guaranteed to get Anki, or would I rather spend $30, get 30 packs, and maybe get him. And I know what you're saying. Oh, well, you get all the other cards too. But again, what's the use of getting all these other cards if I've already got, 5 copies of this, 3 copies of that, 4 copies of this? They're useless to me in most cases. Yeah, you can change them in for tokens and gold, but let's face it, gold's not hard to come by. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's a great point, Moni. That's why I like structured decks too. Because in structured decks, you know what you're getting. You know exactly what you're getting. Like, that's why I didn't give this such a hard time. People were pissed when they found out they had to buy this deck with real money and couldn't get it with gems. But hey, at least when you buy it with real money, you know you're getting this. You know you're getting 3 copies of this, 2 copies of that, 1 copy of this. It just, that's why there are secondary markets for games like Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Force of Will, all those games out there. That's why they have secondary markets. Because again, you go to the store and they have a box of, I don't know, like an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Box or something, Spell Ruler, and you want a particular card. You want Serpent Knight Dragon. Do you just buy Serpent Knight Dragon for $10, or do you take your chance and buy $10 worth of packs? Yeah. But speaking of loot boxes, what do you guys think about the whole loot box thing going on? Do you think it's going to hit games like Yu-Gi-Oh, where there is, that essence of chance there? It is really a game of chance. Because again, like I said, you can buy 10 packs and get nothing, or you get something amazing. You should also be able to choose your super ultra with exclusive deals. That would be amazing, but they'll never do it. It'd be absolutely amazing. Because then people would just, can you imagine how many people would buy into those deals then? That would be insane. But then the thing would be is people might wait specifically until they have those special sales. Because if I could buy 10 packs plus 1 super rare or 1 ultra rare for $15, even if it's more expensive, I would probably do that, because at least then I know I'm getting the card I want. If you could select the card, I would gladly pay more, because I know in the long run I'm probably gonna have to spend at least that much, if not more, to get the card I want. That's an idea, though. It's an interesting idea. Like I said, I don't think they'll ever do it. Simply because there's way too much money to be made in making us all into gamblers. So, yeah, I don't think they'll ever do it. Unfortunate. But that's how a lot of these games are, man. Like, one thing I have to say as far as loot boxes go, and I think Overwatch did the right thing, is that you all may not be familiar with Overwatch, but of course they've got loot boxes. But for a long time, you could get duplicate items in loot boxes, which sucked. Because, say for instance, if there was one particular skin that you wanted and there was maybe a 2% chance to get it, no matter how many loot boxes you purchased, it would still always be the 2% chance. Because the chances of you getting duplicate things like duplicate sprays, duplicate icons, that sort of thing, it was a pain in the butt, and you had to deal with that. Because if you get a duplicate icon, there's nothing you can do with it. It basically just, it turns into nothing, really, because you've already got the icon. So if you get 2 more copies of it, you basically wasted your money. You threw it away. You set it on fire. But they did away with that, which is good. I still don't think it's great, but it's better. So, I don't know. All I know is I've been saying, ever since loot boxes first came out, I've always said they were gambling. Always said they were gambling. And years ago, people were like, it's not gambling. You don't have to buy them. Are you serious? Do you not understand why, do you not understand the mentality behind that? Just like in Battlefront 2, that whole thing that was going on there. If you buy loot boxes, it's in that game, and they made it very clear. You buy loot boxes, you are almost guaranteed to get an advantage over all other players. That's just how it is. And people, you don't have to buy loot. Well, if I don't buy the loot boxes, I'm probably going to get my ass kicked. And sadly, that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. I paid my $60 for the game. My opponent paid their $60 for the game. But because they bought $30 worth of loot boxes and got a couple of extra little toys or guns or whatever that I don't have access to because I didn't spend that money, that's unfair. It gives you an advantage in the game. And that can be argued in Yu-Gi-Oh! It can. Because, again, if you only buy packs with gems, like say for instance, if you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2 months, your opponent has been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For exactly the same amount of time, 2 months, yet they spent money on the game. They spent $100 to get a ton of booster packs. You don't have that money, so you don't spend that. There is a good chance that it's going to be pretty unfair when it comes to a head-to-head match. Now, you could technically be much more skilled than they are, which happens, but all things being equal, if you compare yourself to them and you are of equal intelligence and equal strategic and all this other stuff, if all that being equal, you're probably going to lose to that person more often than not. Like if you play 100 matches versus them, you'll probably win 20%. That's just an arbitrary number, but it's just getting the point across that they have an advantage over you. It is not a fair playing field. And I know people will say, well, they should have an advantage over you. They spent money. But that kind of goes against the whole idea of the game. You know, why would I want to get into a game where, you know, I know immediately because I don't have the money to spend that I'm going to immediately be at a disadvantage. And the only way for me to even the odds is to spend money.
I pledge my word that I shall defeat this worthless opponent.
It's your hero, Tristan Taylor.
There's been something going on in sports for decades, and I'm very aware of this because I played sports in high school and all that, but it's called the economic advantage. Basically, certain schools that have much more money are almost always going to be the better team. It has nothing to do with talent. It has nothing to do with the quality of the kids that you have on your teams, but simply because they have better equipment, better facilities, they can afford the better coach, they are almost always going to win. And that's actually very true. It happens down here. Down here in my area, there's a school called Cal Allen High School, and they live in a very nice part of town. I actually used to live in Cal Allen, and I agree, it is a very nice part of town. You know, they're not super rich, but it's a very nice place to live. People have money. They have won the district championship, I'm not kidding you, in the past 30 years, at least 20 times. No other school is even close to them. What kind of deck? Oh, this is just a fun deck. In case you guys are wondering, I'm just running fun decks today. That's what I'm running. But yeah, that was the, you know, people who think that there is not something called an economic advantage, they're completely wrong. Completely wrong. The same thing can be said in a various number of other reasons, or in other areas, I should say. If you take a person, and again, I'm not going to get on race here, don't worry about it, but if you take somebody who grew up in the ghetto versus somebody who grew up in maybe not a posh neighborhood, but in an upscale neighborhood, and you put them head to head, depending on the competition, the person who grew up in the nicer neighborhood is probably going to do better or fare better than the person who came out of the ghetto. Now, that's not saying that there are not exceptions, okay? I'm talking about the rule here, not the exception. Yes, occasionally you do get somebody that comes out of the ghetto. That's absolutely amazing. They are gifted. They are a great football player. They are super intelligent, that sort of stuff. Yes, that's the exception. But like I said, you know, again, exception, not the rule. The rule overall for most of us is that if I'm born in the ghetto and I grow up in the ghetto and I have to face somebody in competition that came from a very nice upbringing, chances are they're going to win. Perfect example of the exception are Serena Williams and Venus Williams. They grew up in Compton. For those of you who aren't American like Moni, Compton, California is one of the roughest neighborhoods in the country. I mean, it is freaking ghetto. Or at least back in the day, like back in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, it was ugly. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, it was just, gang-ridden, drugs everywhere. And that's where the Williams sisters came from. But they were able to deal with it. They were able, I mean, and like I said, they are exceptional. They are unfortunately not the rule. You better do it! Star Wars Battlefront 2 and 1. Problem was fan favorite characters were crazy expensive. Yes, that's true. I still think it's so stupid. I mean, because when you buy a game like Battlefront, that was the big thing with Battlefront 2. Is people were like, well, I just spent $60 on this game and now I have to pay even more to unlock Darth Vader? See you later, Manuel. Manuel's like, well, I'm out of here. I'm not listening to this crap anymore. But yeah, that was the big thing. You spend $60 on a game, and you're suddenly now at a disadvantage because your opponent who may have, spent an extra $100 to get loot boxes or whatever, now has access to Darth Vader, and you don't. Oh, you gotta get ready for work? Be careful at work, man. Don't get run over by a forklift or anything. But yeah, look at that. Delta Flyer! I love this card. He is so darn useful. I love that. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's got an amazing effect, but obviously he does. He's got a good effect. Oh. Oh, no, we're gonna go with this. Wall! Do the wall! Oh, he's gonna eat the 25. He's hoping for something on the next draw. Yeah, they all knew that they were gonna do that. They were clear about that actually. They removed them because they said, "Oh, well, we're going to, reevaluate that sort of stuff." And so that's what they did. And again, we always knew that they were going to bring the loot boxes back. They were just, like I said, evaluating how they wanted to implement them. That's it. That was all they did. My voice gives me super strength. Yeah, we all knew that was going to happen. But that's kind of the thing that a lot of people do nowadays, or a lot of companies, I should say. They do that, like with Red Dead Redemption. Single-player mode in Red Dead Redemption is beautiful. I hear it's amazing. I hear it's a gaming accomplishment, and I wouldn't put it past them because they've been working on that game for, what, 6 years? And Rockstar is known for doing that. They're known for putting out very high-quality content. They know that. I mean, so when you buy a Rockstar game, it's gonna be good. GTA 5, great game. Little short. The single-player mode was a little short for my liking, but it was still a good game. But yeah, I mean, again, single-player mode for Red Dead Redemption 2, I hear is amazing. Online mode, we all know when that first came out, that was dirty. It was ugly. And then they went and they lowered the prices, acting like they were doing us a favor. And nothing. Oh, they got Krivos. And everybody's like, "Yay! They lowered the prices." But here's the thing: Rockstar purposely made the prices ridiculous, knowing that people were going to get mad and they were going to have to lower them. So what do you do in that situation? Knowing that regardless of what price you set things at, they know that they're going to have to deal with it. They know. And so they make them ridiculous to start. So then when people freak out later on, they can then lower them back down to what they were originally thinking they wanted them to be at, making it look like as if they did everybody a favor. Which they really didn't. They just knew that people were going to freak out. I think it's underhanded. And there are people out there who think that gaming companies don't do that. They do. They definitely do. Hey, Callum. But yeah, that's not, you know, it's not unusual for them to do that. I mean, some of the pricing in Red Dead Redemption Online is stupid. It really is stupid. Can of baked beans for $2.50. Really? A can of baked beans today is not even $2.50. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Anyways. But yeah, that's so stupid. I mean, a can of baked beans for $2.50. And this, remember, this is supposed to be set in the Old West. Back in the late 1800s. So like 1880, 1890. $2.50 back then was a lot of frickin' money. That was a lot of money. That's basically like going and paying $300. Well, maybe not $300. That's a bit much. Okay, maybe paying, say, $80 for a can of beans. I mean, come on. It's like, really? Really? Oh, well, whoever that person was left. Oh, come on! Freaking getting Konami'd. Yeah, $1 was a massive amount of money. Well, considering how almost useless it is today. Well, not useless, but, you know. I mean, $1 nowadays gets you, what, a 20 ounce of soda? Back then, it probably got you 10, 20 ounce things of soda. But of course, 20 ounces didn't you know, they didn't exist back then. But you could go to the soda fountain and get a refill for the entire day for $1. But heck, I remember I used to be able to go to the store, and this isn't me being old, this is just, you know, sales were better then. But our local grocery store, H-E-B, as I've mentioned many, many times, they used to have sales where you could get candy bars. Like, I'm not talking crappy little pieces of, you know, fun-sized candy. I'm talking a full-size candy bar for like 15 cents. And this wasn't that long ago. This was like back in like the 90s. I mean, that's amazing. And I remember even in the mid-90s, they still had the sale, but they bumped it up a little bit to where the full-size candy bars were like $0.25. But even then, $0.25 for a full-size candy bar, that's good. Considering now, you know, a full-size candy bar at a grocery store is like 78 cents. I think if you go to like a corner store, they're like $1. But I mean, everything is marked up at a corner store anyway. That's just how it is. But yeah, I kind of want to go back and check the inflation rates. Callum says, I was amazed I was able to summon Water Dragon. Water Dragon cluster against a stall deck. Well, that actually makes sense. If all they're doing is stalling... Oh, decisions. I think I should do the right thing, and we're going to do this. I actually thought about building a Water Dragon deck, but I was like, eh. I like Hydrogeddon by itself. Just the fact that it's a dinosaur. The whole Water Dragon thing, I'm not crazy about. I don't know. It was just one of those cards. It's a good card. It just never really appealed to me. So I was kind of like, eh. Oh, you finally got Bastion. It took you forever to get him. You were fighting for months to get that dude. It's taking too... Everybody's saying, you're taking too long. Why is it taking so long to get him? You probably can. I mean, if you have, I mean, can't you watch on? You can watch YouTube on PS3, right? I know with all the smart TVs out there, you can watch YouTube on all those too. I actually have some people that watch my videos and shows specifically on their TV, which is kind of neat. Just play a crapload of rank duels. That's the hard way to get it, man. The easy way to get it is to just versus level 10s at the gate. It's a little boring, but it works. I'm guessing Benia bricked. Eric and Dre! Let's see. Why is this there? What is going on? I guess maybe I'll rank up the next win. So you don't other people flex with their combo and you flex with. Well, no, Stardust made sense. Stardust made perfect sense there because I didn't know if you were going to put traps or anything down. So calm yourself, Mr. Benia. You're just mad because Chloe's not a playable character. Well, considering I can't get out of gold rank because of all the Cosmo Brain blows. You're still facing Cosmo Brains back there? I'm actually not facing a lot of them this season. I mean, I faced like one. But yeah, I'm not facing nearly as many of them as I was. Got to get used to the audio. The stream sounds a bit odd on TV. Probably does. Dre's like, I won! Hooray! Oh no, they're still playing. Okay. Benia's, I'm new to this. You want to play again, Benia? Fine, let's play. Let's get it on, man. Aww. Benia ran away. Come on, Benia, you chicken. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Did I face Eric? I don't think I faced Eric. Oh, he's faced you, Dre. Let me see if Eric is available. I don't even know who this person is. I sincerely don't know who that is. I wasn't going to do a dual room, but then Bleskabar's like, do a dual room, man! Play the hits! You only hear from one direction. That's an interesting starting hand. Nice meat. Dre, I'll get you next. But I seriously have no idea who this person is. Mm. You better use it now. Oh, I'm not doing it. Okay. Oh, you don't see that guy too much. Assault dog. I'm just asking since you're talking about vacuums. Nothing wrong with a good vacuum cleaner. You know what I do wish I had, and I should probably get on my landlord about this, is my dishwasher. I wash my dishes by hand, but not always by choice. The dishwasher works, but it's old, and the inside is gross. Like when I first moved in, they hadn't cleaned it or anything, and I was like, ugh. So I took it upon myself. No, we're not going to let Bazoo get on this. So I took it upon myself to get in there and just throw some bleach in it and just put the rubber gloves on and just go at it. Even after all the bleach and the cleaning, that thing's it's just old. It still looks gross. So it was like, man. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of all my appliances are old. Like my fridge, it looks like it's like 1990. Like not 1990s, but like actual 1990. But it still works. You know, it's just not great. Well, Buscavar always changes his name, so we don't know. Oh, man, do I want to... Let's just be smart about this. Let's do... We'll go to the dog. You got a Karibo, you better start using them. Yeah, I know, but you do change your name a lot. Hey, you're gonna take him, huh? Okay. He's like, are you serious? Just in case this doesn't work, I'm gonna get rid of that because I know my pitch black is gonna come in handy later. Hey, why can't I attack? Oh, I already declared an attack and it's not counting. This is a new one, even though it just came to my side of the field. That's stupid. That's so stupid. If I would have known that, I would have dumped the werewolf then. Now he gets to pump up his Bazoo. Oh my god! I don't need any more apes. That ape was stalking me during my pack opening. I have not done a deck with the Junk Synchrons yet, but I am using, like I said, I am using the Delta Flyer. Giganticastle! Had to get rid of that thing. Didn't draw a monster though. I've gotten a few monsters. I don't think I'll draw a monster now. I'll probably draw a spell next. Although a Battle Ox would be really nice right now. Kind of knew it was coming. Hyenas. Here come the hyenas. He's got some tribute bait now. This is actually kind of a cool match. You don't see hyenas very much. You also don't see Bazoo very much either. Old school fan of Bazoo. That's funny. That's okay. I mean, got rid of his. Oh, there we go. There's our buddy. Ooh, you better have a floodgate. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, we had 2 cosmics. Okay, well that's not gonna matter then. Well, here, I'll do this. If that were what, a blast with chain, that would have been nice. Boink. Good duel, sir. But I still have the junk synchrons. I can use them in pretty much any deck. Like I said, it's one of those cards that it's kind of like Delta Flyer. You can kind of stick it into any deck and it works. You wanted to see the back row? It was yeah, it's just Spike Shield. But that's cool, man. I don't see a lot of people running Bazoo. Bazoo's old school. That crazy ape. Holy Guard.
Duel.
I already know what Dre's running. There's only one deck that he runs with Holy Guard. There's only one. Now he's like, crap, I need to go make a second one. Yeah, see, he runs that card. That's another one of those Dre cards. He runs it with every single deck. He just loves running it. Cloudians. Ooh. Gotta read this real quick. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. This card is in face-up defense position destroyed. When you normal summon this card, place 1 fog counter on it for each cloudy monster on the field. You can remove 2 fog counters from this card, destroy 1 monster on the field. I know what I'm doing now. Yeah! You're in a stall deck in a fun room. What's wrong with you, Dre? We're gonna be here a while, guys. This is gonna get really boring. Seriously, Dre, if you're just gonna stall this entire time, I'm just gonna end the duel, dude. This is boring. Already. What does this thing do now? Yeah, this is boring, dude. I'm sorry. This is just really boring, dude. I'm not gonna play against this deck on the stream. Anyway. Sorry, Dre. It's just, I mean, I understand what you're doing. It's an interesting concept, but it's just, it doesn't make for good TV. It doesn't. It's just boring. I'm actually kind of done, man. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just like, eh. It's already been 2 hours. Oh, look, I got a whole 5 gems. Yeah, it's been 2 hours, man. I'm ready to call it. What time is it anyway? Let's see, 6:25? You're 5-0 today? Dre, you didn't win. I'm just like, I'm not going to force everybody to watch that. So if you want to call it a win, you go right ahead, but you didn't win. I have to think of my audience. Let's see. But I was going to say earlier I could just try and build a deck with the Junk Synchrons. And then Junk Berserker, of course, would be an option. But I think I'm going to call it for the day. It's already almost 6:30. And there's football tonight, man. Chargers versus Chiefs. Everybody wants one last one. You want one last one. Bluskabar wants the last one. Shredder wants one last one. It's like, come on, man. I'm going to be here for an extra hour. But, yeah, if y'all haven't subscribed, Eric, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Join us in our Discord. And the room's going to be there, so y'all can mess around in the room all y'all want. But I am going to go relax for a bit and then watch some football. So I guess I'll see you all at some point. I don't even know. Saturday, maybe. Maybe. But, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of a song to use as an outro. What's a good outro song? Okay, thanks for telling me. Nobody knows of a good outro song. Fine, I'll just put something in Christmas. I'll just use a Christmas song. Here we go. There we go. Oh my god. La 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 la. Ow! La 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 la. Oh. Greatest song ever, man. Anyways, I will hopefully see you all on Saturday. If not, blame my family, because they're coming in this weekend. If I don't see you all then, be careful, and don't dual dray unless you want to fall asleep. See you all next time.